for a second. Beautiful. Sprigatito. On my way back to the overworld, I grabbed a Gliscor as well before taking my Waystone back to the lab. I also found a Raichu running around in the moonlight before coming across a discolored Hoothoot down by the river. Cool! With the sun rising on the next day, I harvested my crops before heading down and grabbing my new Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl has been added to your PC. Is he big? Oh, he's huge. Oh, he's so cool. After checking it out and crafting some PP-ups, I also evolved my Duskull into Dusclops and then into Dusknoir immediately after, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. Boom. What a sick Pokemon, man. I love this Pokemon so much. The next day, I started leveling up Sprigatito and evolved it into Florigato. Soon after, I evolved Florigato into Meowscarada and my Vibrava into Flygon to bring my total to 480 Pokemon. The following days were another wave of somewhat busy as well as all over the place. I caught a wild Florges? I don't know how to say that. I also evolved my Cranidos into Rampardos before going back to berry farming for another day. On day 167, I caught a Bonsly, and then while my recording was paused, Turtwig finally spawned near the lab. Please. Oh my god. I was not ready for this. Yes! Finally! I'd like to thank my girlfriend for reminding me my recording was paused. If she hadn't, I wouldn't have had this catch recorded. After catching Turtwig, I evolved Scorbunny into Raboot and then into Cinderace before starting to level up Turtwig. I forgot about Pokemon being able to sit on your shoulder, but look at him! I evolved Turtwig into Grotle, Laleep into Cradily, and then Grotle into Torterra before also evolving Tyrogue into Hitmonchan as well as Hitmonlee later on at the berry farm to bring me to 491. After 4 days passed of just straight berrying, I found a wild Wigglytuff on day 172 chilling on the beach looking at the sunrise. The following day, I was able to evolve Knackley into Knacklestack and Morgrem into Grimmsnarl. On day 174, I headed back to the jungle to continue my hunt for any other ultra-rare jungle spawns I didn't have yet, which is basically all of them at this point. I evolved Whirlipede into Scolipede and finally evolved Dragonair into Dragonite, something I had been waiting a while for. Everyone say hi to Melvin! I then evolved Knacklestack into Garganicle and Dwebble into Crustle. At this point in the challenge, I had spent a lot of time in the jungle searching for one of Bulbasaur, Snivy, Litten, or Jangmo-o. When you spend as much time as I have looking for one of them with no results, you kind of start to doubt your methods. I knew the Pokemon I was looking for definitely spawned here, but maybe I was doing something wrong? Just as I was about to take another leave from the jungle and head back to the lab, I caught a break. No way. Oh my god. I was literally just about to leave. There you are. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Beautiful. With another ultra-rare jungle spawn crossed off the list, I decided to give myself what I thought would be a nice mental break. I got back to the lab and prepared to head out on a journey to find more of the fossils I hadn't found yet. Soon after heading out from the Apricorn farm, I came across a weird entranceway with a ladder sticking out of the ground. I descended down to investigate the ruined structure and then... Oh my god. For whatever reason, I spawned all the way back at the little spawn island I started at and had to fly all the way back to collect my belongings. Thankfully, I was able to grab everything and continued exploring the ruin far more carefully than I was before. There were similar items to the other ruins I had been coming across, like the Gimmighoul coins, type gems, and other interesting Pokemon items buried in the gravel. After finishing up here and collecting what I could, I came across a swamp house thing where I was able to catch a wild Roserade, which ended up being my 500th Pokemon in the challenge. After 177 days, I had only 125 Pokemon remaining. I didn't know it yet, but unfortunately for me, I wasn't even at the halfway point when it came to actual days remaining. How was that even possible? Continuing on with my goal of looking for more fossils, on day 178 I found my first fossilized Drake, followed by another duplicate Old Amber. The next day I was able to evolve my Snivy into a Servine and then a Superior before coming across a cool village in the desert where I also found a Skarmory to bring my total to 503 Pokemon. I also found a fossil structure on the edge of town where I was able to excavate